You thought Nintendo suing ROM sites was bad? Bethesda just said hold my beer. So, Game Informer covered a article that was originally covered by Polygon. Now we're going to take a look at the Game Informer article because I'd rather shove an ice pick under my toenail than visit Polygon's website. But this is something that needs to be talked about, and Bethesda has basically gone out of their way to try to sue somebody for trying to resell one of their games. And I'm pulling up the article right now because you can't make this shit up. So starting from the top here, although recently detailed Fallout 76 has major online components, Bethesda is one of the main publishers championing single-player games, but these games tend to be more prone to being resold, according to recent reports. According to Polygon, Philadelphia resident Ryan Hupp purchased a copy of The Evil Within 2 with the intention of later getting a PlayStation 4 to play it on. He eventually decided to upgrade his PC instead, which made the sealed PS4 copy of the game he had useless. So like many people with the game they no longer want to keep, he decided to throw it up on Amazon Marketplace. He posted it as new since he had not yet broken the seal. After posting the listing, Hupp received a letter from Bethesda's legal firm. The letter threatened him to take down the listing or face legal actions. Voorhees stated that because Hupp was not an authorized seller, reselling the copy was unlawful. They also stated Hupp posting the listing as new instead of used was false advertising since the resold copy no longer had the manufacturer's warranty and therefore could not be considered new. And because the game could not be considered new, reselling the game as it was listed was not protected by the first sell doctrine, which enables second-hand markets for physical products like video games, including resales and rentals. So, right here, this whole article, where the hell do we even begin? There's so much wrong here that absolutely needs to be talked about. Seriously, I want to know the dumbass who had their finger shoved so far up their damn asshole that they thought this was actually a great idea. Just this sad excuse for a nutsack who decided that this was a great idea to go and take down a listing on Amazon because this person was trying to resell this game. Now, if I go out, how is this any different than me going out and selling a game to GameStop? I am getting money from GameStop when I go in and turn a game in. So if I were to take this game right here, take this to GameStop tomorrow, pick up and use it to pick up another game, I'm receiving money for this game. GameStop is the one reselling it and getting money off of. Bethesda isn't getting money off of this, and you know what? That's beyond the point. Now, this is just used copies, which we're going to talk about and touch basis right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is the heights that the companies are going to because they want to be able to get the money from everything. They don't want people to be able to go in and distribute their sales. You know what this actually reminds me of? Do you remember back when they first showed off the Xbox One during that E3 press conference where a lot of people were pissed off at Microsoft because they were going to make it so you couldn't play used games on their consoles? Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. And I maybe think Bethesda needs to take a step back and realize, hey, whoa, maybe we made a mistake here, especially so close to your game Fallout 76 coming out, because this is something that does need to be brought up and talked about. Basically, where's the legal line? Does that mean I can't turn around and sell a game in a yard sale because I'm not a authorized seller to be able to do so? Doesn't that just become my property to go in and sell? Wouldn't that mean if I sold furniture secondhand or maybe bought a couch and decided that I didn't necessarily need it and I gave it to somebody else by means of selling it? Isn't that kind of the same concept here? Isn't that company who manufactured that couch not getting any money on that? So this whole thing is just bullshit, and this just screams Bethesda being assholes. This just screams Bethesda trying to make a little bit of that cash. Seriously, this is a dick move I'd expect from EA, but not from Bethesda. Then again, this is coming from the same people who tried to monetize mods and thought that was a great idea to run with that. So I guess it's not really a surprise. But how many games do you go on the Amazon Marketplace? PlayStation games, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, 4, Xbox One, whatever the hell the system is, you can find Nintendo Switch games sold by an individual that is marked as new. Now, if we go actually onto a website, just gonna bring up a random game here I was looking at the other day, Panzer Dragoon Saga. That son of a bitch is going for $1,500 brand new. Do you think Sega's getting any money from that, a chunk of change out of that? At this point, probably not, considering that game was released back in the 90s. So, where the hell is this? Just where does Bethesda think that this is a great idea? And this is absolutely what I do not get. This is so damn stupid, and Bethesda should be ashamed that they are even trying to go down this route to do this. And it's coming to this point where companies are becoming way too greedy. It's coming to the point where they don't somehow, I guess, want us to be able to play games unless we buy them new. But these companies aren't putting their games out after they disappear, or they don't, just freaking hell. It's ridiculous. And by all means, this dude should be able to get money for his game. And we're talking about a new copy? Well, I'm sorry. This game, I know The Witcher's in there, but this game is opened. I opened it. It's not factory sealed. When I think of a brand new game, I think of a game that hasn't been played, hasn't been used, hasn't been opened. The disc is still intact with that plastic wrapping on there, factory sealed. So technically it is still new, despite not having the warranty. Which, I never really even touched the warranty for a game to begin with anyways. But, for Rick, is this the path we're going down? Is this seriously what the video game industry is going to become? You don't hear about DVD companies doing this by having some company be shut down or take their posting down for a thing, or someone using that. This is bullshit. Is Bethesda's legal team going to be driving around in every state? Oh, there's the yard sale. Let's see if they're selling one of our games. Damn it. These companies need to be put in their place. This is something that needs to be spreaded and talked about, because this is bullshit. This is going to single-handedly destroy retro collecting if we let this continue. If every company decided to go about doing this, and only specific sellers were going to be able to benefit off of selling these games. And it's just bullshit. It's bullshit that I'm sitting here right now talking about Bethesda doing this. And, we're talking Nintendo and ROM sites, going on the joke I made at the beginning. Yeah, Nintendo has some legal room there, but I don't see where Bethesda has any legal room. As I said, this just comes down to Bethesda wanting to get their greedy little paws in it, over $60, mind you. What they're really doing is setting an example to this guy. Hey, don't you dare go on Amazon and sell that game of yours, because we will pursue legal action. We want people to go out and buy that brand spanking new copy. So, Rick, share the video, thoughts, opinions, let me know down below. This is absolute bullshit that Bethesda even thinks that they can get away with something like this. And, kind of makes me not want to buy another Bethesda game and go like that. Screw you, Bethesda. Pull your head out of your blistering assholes and realize you got a little bit of a problem here. But thoughts down below, let me know. This is a swift kick to the nutsack from Bethesda, so I don't know what to say at this point. It's bullshit. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. tweet this video out to some bigger YouTuber so we can get this shit commented on, because this does need to be brought up. This does need to be talked about, and this is bullshit, and Bethesda deserves to be put in their place. So go let them know what you think. Be sure to hit subscribe there for me to keep up to date with all of my content. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are be down below in that description box. You guys have been watching Gaming with Spoons, and most importantly, stay happy, be happy, game happy. Spoons is checking out.